This is called only being set up with fat people. Ooh.
What's in the box?
Rye guys ready to serve? That's right. Hashtag double D for the dick draft. Oof. All right, here we go.
Dating as a plus-size person has a few extra obstacles. One that I was not expecting was that I had to stop asking my friends to hook me up.
I thought she was going to say a few obstacles. I thought she was going to say stairs.
I had to stop asking them to set me up on a date. Because with the incredibly rare exception, they will pretty much only set me up with other fat people. And do not get me wrong, I have been attracted to and will continue to be attracted to plus-size men. However,
You ready?
the problem is that our body sizes are the only thing that was considered when deciding to set us up.
Okay, here's the thing. I love this criticism. You ready for this? Okay, so she's saying that she wants her friends to stop setting up with fat people. Well, let's get this straight. Chances are the dudes that aren't obese don't want an obese girl. Like, oh, I got a friend that's single. Oh, what does she look like? Oh, she's got a great personality. Red flag. So dudes that are in good shape most overwhelmingly don't want someone who's morbidly obese. Okay. And then the hypocrisy is so thick. She's like, no, don't get me wrong. I've been attracted and will always be attracted to fat men. No. She's making this video to complain about her friends setting her up with fat people. Maybe that's a signal that you should take better care of your body and your health, because look, they're trying to set you up with someone that wants you, and guys that are in good shape don't want fat chicks. So maybe you should, become a better catch. And again, I'm not saying that you're a bad person, but it's the hypocrisy here. The hypocrisy. Generally, people like to see someone that they see in the mirror. And a lot of times, fat people get with other fat people because they don't feel good about themselves. They don't feel like they can get someone better. And I'm not saying they're a bad person, but on a general societal level of like the hierarchy, like the attractive or the value hierarchy, which exists. And this is not to say that someone who's obese is a bad person, but obviously there are lots of signs, visual signs, that they don't take care of themselves physically. You wouldn't look like that if you did. It's just the way it is. All right. And there are some exceptions, maybe with severe issues here and there, but come on. We're talking about not the exceptions. We're talking about the rule here.
I have lost track of the amount of awkward dates I have been on where we slowly discover through a very sluggish and awful conversation that the only thing we have in common is our body sizes and general geographic area.
Okay, you mean you met someone that you didn't get along with? Oh no, you went on a date with someone that you didn't end up marrying? Oh my goodness. You mean you met someone that you didn't click with? Okay. This is called dating, Mochambo. The only thing we had in common that was our body size and our general geographical location. Okay. Hey, I've been on dates with people. I've been on dates with people that the only thing we had in common was that we both had a face. And the rest was like, okay, this is not working out. We've all had those moments where you met someone, it's like, this is horrendous. We both have eyes. Oh, great. Let's talk about our eyes.
And there have been times where I've even asked my friends, like, why did you think we were going to be a good match? And they don't have an answer.
You both like
They'll
to eat.
Say, I just thought you guys would get along. And it kind of makes me question our friendship a little, because like, where in our friendship has it ever seemed like they would be a good match with me? They're probably a great match for somebody.
This girl is asking her friends to hook her up or set her up. And then she's like getting angry that they didn't play like epic matchmaker. Someone knows someone. Hey, this person's nice. Oh, my other friend is nice. Maybe you guys will get along. You didn't. Okay, get over it. They're not going to find you a male model that wants to be with someone who's morbidly obese, unless they have some unique rare fetish.
But have we met? And it just kind of reminds me how deep societal fat phobia can go, because my friends who know me as a multifaceted, complex human being, who love me and know me better than anyone, suddenly have a switch flipped and can only see fat person and fat person must go together. So yeah, I stopped asking my friends to set me up because I don't need any extra levels of humiliation that I did not expressly ask for.
Oh my God, humiliation. Oh my God. They set you up with someone else who's also obese and you feel humiliated. So maybe this is a you problem. Maybe you should improve yourself and then you won't feel humiliated. I love the absolute ego and the narcissism. I love it. Your friends are fat phobic. Your friends have a problem. Maybe they met someone or they know someone and they're like, hey, I have a friend who's single. Maybe I can hook you up on a date. Oh, show me a picture. And they're like, ooh, no thanks. I'm sure she's really nice. So when they showed it to someone who was like, okay, cool, yeah. Take better care of yourself. Become a better person for yourself. Actually take care of yourself and love yourself. And don't take out your lack of initiative and your lack of self-care on your friends who are just doing you a favor because apparently you can't find someone for yourself. If your friends are hooking you up, that means you can't do the job yourself. If you're asking your friends to hook you up with someone, it's because you can't meet anyone. So either meet them yourself or shut the fuck up. Okay. Just selfish people. Oh my God, my friend set me up with someone that I didn't like. Show of hands if their friends ever set them up with someone they didn't like. That's like the standard. That's pretty much what happens. Most of the time, most people that go on any dates or anything, it's like, okay, it's one time or a couple times. Most things don't work out. Most things don't work out. Most things are not going to work out. You're looking for the one person that you're going to marry or stick with. Guess what? That means everything else is not going to work. I'm with Mama Swole. That means every girl I've ever been with in my life didn't work out. You know why? Because I'm not with them now. So they didn't work out. So every single person, every single date, every single relationship I ever had didn't work. That's it. That's pretty much how it goes. They set me up with a fat person. Well, you're fat. If you rock climb, they're not going to set you up with someone who's morbidly obese. If you're an avid rock climber, oh, I just met someone. She loves rock climbing. You guys might get along. The only thing we have in common is being obese. The only thing you have in common is being extremely unhealthy and eating and not exercising. That's a lot to have in common nowadays. Hey, I just met someone. He's a professional surfer. Let me fix you up with a fucking whale. You guys are going to be a great match. All right, pick a number. 1, 2, or 3. 1, 2, or 3. I'm just angry. I don't hate fat people either. I don't hate fat people. I hate that fat mentality and that narcissistic, it's all about me, it's all about me. Then take better care of you. On Miyoji says, dudes don't like fat chicks. Based. Dudes don't like fat chicks. Why do you think the trope is, look, and this is just being honest, it doesn't mean that a fat woman isn't like a funny person or that she doesn't have good intentions or she isn't nice. But that's why the trope is, hey, I had beer goggles, right? Doesn't matter if she's a 2 or a 10. If you drink enough, like, hey, well, everyone's a 10. That's why it's called beer goggles. You drink enough, you go home with a fat chick at 3 a.m. That's the saying. That's the joke. Because it's fucking true. Dudes don't like fat chicks. It's just overwhelmingly true. Doesn't mean some people don't. What pisses me off is that she's blaming her friends. She's blaming her friends for her not being able to find a mate. That's the part that pisses me off. Her friends and society, oh my God, the fat phobia goes so deep. When's the last time you ate a steak and lifted heavy weights? Never.